Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Move More with Mary, our gentle exercise class. Guys, I'm just going to give it a minute for people to jump in and then we shall make a start. All right. So, set our timer here. Well done, everybody. So grab yourselves a chair, everybody. Just grab a chair. So if you identify with living with pain or discomfort or immobility due to joints or muscle aches, etc., then this might be something that you could try this class. Okay, today we're going to be all seated, so we're going to do the whole class more or less from the chair. We're just going to practice standing and sitting a little bit. All right, you could use some light weights if you wanted to. So this class is brought to you in conjunction with Rethinking Pain and Keighley Healthy Living Network. Okay, it is on their page where you can see it obviously, and there's lots more classes on there. They're all free, my friends, so check it out. I'll put a link on my page to their page after this class if you're watching it from mine. Really do please try and watch it from theirs. Comment, join in, my friends. Do what you can. Listen to your body always, okay? If you're moving and it just feels a little bit stiff and a little bit, just keep going. Just keep going. Listen to your body. If it's sharp, stabby pains, then that's your body saying, whoa, no more, back off, okay? So do listen to your body all the time. Make sure you've got some water to hand. I've got a little tickle. Excuse me, so I'm just going to have a little swig. All righty. And make sure your safe is nice and space. Your space is nice and safe around you, okay? Excuse the wet hair, my friends. You know me on a Tuesday at this time. I've always just jumped out the shower. So let's make a start, okay? We're going to start and we're going to work 40 seconds, one exercise, and then we get a 20 seconds rest. So use your rest, okay? If you need to rest before the timer goes, that's absolutely fine. You do what you can always, okay? You do what you can always. I'm just going to bring that down a little bit more so you can see my feet clearly. All right, lovely people. Let's make a start. Let me just check, my friends, that we are live. Yeah, there we are. Looks quite yellow, doesn't it? Maybe I need to paint this room. Maybe I need to paint it, eh? Make it less of like a yellowy tinge. Maybe it needs to be white. That's not a bad idea, Might be onto something there. All right, let's come onto the chair. Good job. Let's just sit down. We're going to start with a nice bit of mobility. So just cross your hands over your chest. Turn one way and then the other way. Good. And then bob your arms down. Take a little side bend one way and then the other way. So try and sit tall. Just turn in your chair. And then bob your arms down and then take a nice little side bend. Good job. Arms come across. Take that turn. Now we have to move our waist when we're turning, when we're seated, because we can't sway the hips. When we do this move here, stood up, often it's easier to cheat unbeknowingly and move through sort of your ankles really, and just sway your body. So it's a good idea to practice that turning movement, sitting down as well as standing. Okay, all right, my friends, let's continue with the spine. So just sit up nice and tall and just rock your pelvis back. So draw your pubic bone to your belly button and then tilt it forward, extend your back. So just almost think like pubic bone to belly button and then rock it back. So we're moving through our spine, Try and round through your spine and then extend your spine. Use that chin as well, but focus initially on our pelvis so we can really feel our back moving. Yes. Lovely. Does that feel good? Yeah? Does that feel really nice? Good job. Okay, this time we're going to stay seated like this. We're going to bow forwards, the hands together on our chest. So we're going to keep our spine long as we come forward, and then we're going to roll it back up. Okay? So take a little bow there, and now tuck your pelvis and roll your spine back up and really rise into your crown. So hinge your hips, and then tuck your pelvis underneath you, so you're rolling and then coming up tall, yeah? So come down nice and flat like that, and then tuck your pelvis and roll up through your spine. Good job. Oh, sorry guys, let's go flat. Tuck your pelvis, and then roll it up nice and tall. Good, ribs down, take that nice lean, tuck and roll. Just stack it on up there, nice and tall. Good job, lovely. All right, let's continue to think about our back a little bit. All right, this time we're going to bring our arms forwards and we're going to imagine we're drawing a bow and arrow. So again, that rotation, hips are stacked and still on the chair. So just bring your arm back and then bring it back in. Lovely. And make sure you're sitting on a chair, obviously, where you can bring your arms behind you. So this sort of chair I've got is the best, not an armchair ideally. If you're on an armchair, just try and work with it, okay? But a firm base to sit on is a good idea. Just like your dining room chair. Good, sitting tall, drawing back. Nice work. Good job, everybody. Good job. Okay, let's come back to sitting. Now let's give our neck a little bit of love here. So sit nice and tall. Heels underneath your knees, just hands on your knees, shoulders down. Let's just turn over the chin, back to the centre, and then the other side. That's it. Keep your chin tucked. So your neck is nice and long. Taking that turn. Good. Keeping your chest forwards and your shoulders still. Okay, so as we move, we don't want to sort of be moving the shoulders. Keep your shoulders down. Come back to the centre. Good. Keep that chin tucked in. Amazing. Good job. Good job, my friends. Ooh. That next move we're going to do, we're just going to go side to side there. Yeah, shoulders down, tummy on. Are we ready? Let's get ready for our Vibra. If it hurts your back sitting like this, make sure you move out of that position and then sit up tall. So we're using our core all the time to sit up tall. Just ear to shoulder. Pressing shoulders down. Good job. Amazing. Oh, neck feels good, yeah? Okay, we're going to come to some shoulder rolls. So we're going to keep our hands on our knees. We're going to roll the shoulders once, okay? And then we're going to lift the elbows and roll. And then we'll place those hands back down. Okay, so sit tall, use your tummy, ribs down. Belly button to spine, that nice tall back. Lift your shoulders up, squeeze them together, draw them down. And now take that nice elbow circle. Lovely. Lovely. So guys, if you're just nipping in and watching this for a little bit, just think, This might not be for you, but you might know somebody who might really benefit from this, okay? It's free, okay? So check it out, check it out. You might have a relative or a friend that you could really encourage to do it. Perhaps you could do it with them for the first couple of times so they know how to get into Facebook and the groups and just get that nice mobility going. Yeah, until they've got into a nice routine, and then they can continue to do it for themselves. Well done. All right, my friends, shall we warm up this lower body a little bit and get our feet moving a little bit? So sit nice and tall. We're just going to give ourselves a little heel dip. Just a little heel dip, heels down. So toes face the floor. Try and step those heels straight forward and sit tall. Good. Lovely. Superb. Lovely. Just moving our legs. Getting our hips moving. And our knees. Amazing. Good job. All right. Nice little shoulder roll. Good job. Okay, now, my friends, we're going to lift up alternate knees, okay? And you're going to sit tall. Now, if you need to give yourself a bit of support, hold on to the edge of the chair, all right? If you don't, then just bring your hands across your chest. And we're going to lift the knee. Just lift your knee. Now, to use our tummy, we don't want to round the back as we lift, okay? We want to really sit tall if we can. So we're using our core, our tummy muscles all the time. If we find that we sort of round, that's okay. We're not going to hurt ourselves, but do keep the tummy on. So think belly button to spine. Nice work. Good job. All right, my friends, we're going to start to work just a little bit harder, okay? Just a little bit harder. Okay, so we'll pick up our weights in a minute, but not yet. I want you to keep your shoulders down. We're just going to bring our arms forward. And we're going to open it out, okay? That's all we're going to do to start with, nice and simple. Okay, so just open and then bring it back. So just open. Now as you open, thumbs up to the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades together there. Okay? Good job. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Nice work. Good. Squeeze, thumbs up. Squeeze, thumbs up. Nice work. Lovely. All right. Nice little shoulder roll there. This time we're going to keep the same with the arms. Okay. Use your weights if you want to. I'm not going to use mine, but if you want to use your water bottles or your weights, you can try that. As we take the arms out wide, we're going to do one heel dig. Okay. So start with your arms up. We're going to come wide and in. Wide and in. Now sit up tall. Toes face the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Try and keep the shoulders down from the ears. Good. Keep that chin tucked. Well done, guys. Oh, nice little squeeze. Open. Open. Shoulders down. Nice, well done. All right, nice little shoulder roll. Just give your back a little rest if you need to. Just lean in a little bit. Okay, this time we're going to start with arms out wide. Elbows are bent. We're going to come under the knee and then we'll lift back up. And we'll alternate knees. Okay, feet hip distance. Let's go. So just lift and back. Lift and back. Lift and back. Good job. Sit tall. Shoulders are down. Sitting tall. Perfect, my friends. Listen to your body. Do what you can do. Oh, can you feel those shoulders? Now, I'm not using my weights, okay, and I do use weights a lot. I can feel my shoulders working there. Okay, we're going to put those two moves together, okay? Bit of coordination. So we'll come out wide, heel, same leg, knee and under. Are you ready? So out wide, bend, under. Here. Heel, whoop. Good. Oh, that doesn't quite work, does it, guys? Knee under. Here. Heel. Here. Knee under. Woo! Bring those arms. Oh, this is fun. Down. Arms forward. Out. Bend. Under. Forward. Here we go. Out. Bend. Under. Forward. Out. Bend. Under. Oh my gosh, that took me a little bit, that did. Shall we try that again? That is a bit of coordination needed there. Let's roll those shoulders. All right. Were you just falling about in fits of laughter there? Well done. If you were, that's okay. We need to enjoy our workouts, don't we? Let's try that again, okay? Shoulders down. Are we ready? So we come. Heel, bend, knee, arms forward. Heel, bend, under the knee, arm forward. Out, bend, under the knee, forward. Out, bend, under the knee, forward. Have you got it? Bring those arms forwards. Good, doing well, doing well. Oh, the last one I messed up on. Well done, how did you do? Superb, guys. Okay, let's give our arms a little bit of a rest and we're going to work our legs a little bit more. Let's start with inner thighs, okay? So feet, hip distance. I just want to bring your knees in and squeeze. Knees in and squeeze. Knees in and squeeze. Squeeze. Now I want you to really squeeze there, and as you squeeze the knees, I want you to squeeze your glutes. So you'll feel like you sit a little bit taller as we squeeze, yeah? As we squeeze. Bring those knees in, so we're squeezing inside of the thigh and our glutes. So we like up and down with our weight, with our heights there. Squeeze. Good job, keep it going. Oh, fabulous. Did you get that? Did you feel like you were trotting on the horse a little bit? All right, this time we're going to bring our elbows in. Again, you could use your weights if you wanted to. I'll pick mine up so that at least I've used them a little bit. We're going to do the same thing with the legs, but as we squeeze the knees together, we're going to take the arms out. So squeeze button knees and then come back to the center. Squeeze button knees, come back to the center. Lovely. Now keep your elbows glued into your waist and we're just taking those weights to the side. Keeping wrist and elbow level. Squeezing your butt. Squeeze and open. Squeezing your bum. Keeping that chin tucked. Nice work. Good job. Lovely, lovely. Okay, we're going to stay with our legs, okay, and our arms. So keep a hold of your weight. This time, we're just going to kick alternate legs straight forward. Yeah, if we can keep the heel off the floor, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to try and sit nice and tall. So sit up tall and bring one arm up by your ear. Yeah, so sit tall, straighten out your leg. Great for knees. Try and keep that knee really straight. Reach your arm up by your ear. Good job. Keep those ribs down. Yeah. That's it. Try not to lean back. Do what you can, guys. Good job. Lovely. Okay, let's keep our weights on our chest. But if it's too much, pop your weights down, okay? Because we're not going to have our hands free to feel for the chair. So easier, get rid of your weights so you can feel for the chair. We're going to come to standing, okay? So weights on your chest. We're going to lean forward and then push through the heels of the feet. Then we're going to sit back down, all the way down, and let our bottom find the chair. So lean and then push. Give your butt a little squeeze at the top. Now try and really push through the heels of your feet, up the backs of your legs, squeeze your butt, and then push your hips back. So to come down, guys, we take a little bow, and then we bend those knees, and we drive just down. Now try and land lightly, okay? So try not to get to here, and then just plonk down. Lovely. Okay, we can sit down for our breather. We're going to do the same, but this time once we've stood up, we're not actually going to let the bottom hit the chair again. We're going to hover just off the chair, all right? We're going to hover it down. Okay, so lean forward, tummy up, stand up. Now, hinge your hips, bring your bottom almost to the chair, and then stand up. That's it. Hinge your hips, drive your knees back. Just bend those knees. Now try and keep your knees tracking in line with your feet and your toes, okay? Really important. Just really take that little hip hinge, bend the knees, and then drive up. Sorry about that, guys. Hinge at the hips, bend your knees, and then drive up. Lovely. Bend your knees, hover off that chair, and drive up through the heels. Lovely. Good job. All right. Just one more, my friends. Let's come back to sitting. Okay, so feet on the floor. All right, feet on the floor. Now we're going to work the backs of the shoulders and the back a little bit. So I want you to lean in a little bit. So keep your tummy on. So we're just leaning forward, and then we're going to lift those bent arms to the side, keeping the shoulders down. Now if it's too much with your weights, then don't use your weights, okay? As we lift up, the palms face the floor. Tummy on. Oh, good job. Bring it on up there. Amazing, my friends. Well done. Well done. Bob your weights down. Bob your weights down. How are you feeling? Take a little pelvic rock, side to side. Okay, we're going to start just to cool down, to stretch out a little. All right, so just sit up tall. Bring one arm over your ear. Let the other arm hang down if you can. And just find your breath. Just come on up. Let's do the same on the other side. Lovely, just breathe it in and then breathe it out. Let's pause there, hold it for a little bit longer. And then come on up, let's do the other side. Don't hold your breath, keep moving, keep breathing. Lovely, come on up, my friends. Lovely. Let's just have a nice little shoulder roll in our rest there. Good job, lovely. Now let's take our feet out wider. So we've got a bit of room in between our legs, okay? Now lean in, elbows underneath, and then just push one shoulder to the opposite knee. And then come back to the center. Push your shoulder to the opposite knee. Pushing the knee out a little bit. Okay, so we're just dropping down. And knee to shoulder. Feel that nice stretch through the side of your waist there, into the back, the top of the buttock. Let's do one more on each side. Amazing. Come on up. Roll it on up. Good. Feet forwards. Get your bottom right on the edge of your chair. All right. And we're going to bring our hands on top of the chair. And we're just going to hang forward. So, as we're hanging forward, okay, you've seen us do this before, guys. But if you haven't, let me show you like this. Okay. Now really just relax. Let your weight just press forwards. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feel that big stretch across your pecs, the front of your chest, the front of your shoulders. Just hanging off your arms. Lovely, just bring it back on it. Take a nice little shoulder roll there. Amazing. Okay, let's move our bottom just back a slight little bit. Straighten out one leg. Front knee stays bent. Okay, and then just lean forward. Let's just stretch down the back of this straight leg. So my friends, even if you just do the little mobility exercises and the stretches at the end, that is fantastic, yeah? When we move our body, if you think about the days when you used to have a bike and you used to leave it outside and always get told off by your mum and dad for leaving it outside because it would go rusty, and sure enough, your bike chain would go rusty, yeah, and you'd have to get the oil can out, and then a little bit of oil, a little bit of movement, everything would be a lot better, yeah? Our body is a bit like that bicycle chain. If we don't keep it moving, everything gets stiff and a bit clogged up, yeah? And sometimes it's a bit uncomfortable to get it moving initially, but when we do, it really does help. Well done. Your body increases that blood flow. It gets all that nice noble fluid to just come in between your joints. Mobility brings ease, my friends. Lovely. It helps us build our strength up, and it also helps us build our confidence. Just one more big circle. Lovely. Just bring your hands together. Give yourself a little nod.
Yes.
Well done. Fabulous. Thank you for joining me for class today. Well done. Thank you so much. Let me know how you found it. Have a little think if there's anybody you think you could recommend it to, or any of the other ones on Keithley Healthy Living Network's page, my friends. Well done. And thank you so much for joining me. Check out all the Rethinking Pain's website. Loads of good stuff on there. It's www.rethinkingpain. All right. Have a fantastic day. If I can help you in any way, let me know. And I'll see you same time next week.